Hello again, and thank you for staying with us. The National Arts Festival in Makhanda is a lifeline for the town's economy, but also a crucial platform for artists. As it marks its 50th anniversary, the festival has had an impact on economic growth as well as the art industry. Now, each winter, the festival transforms Makhanda into a vibrant hub of creativity. My colleague Sipha Khema joins us live for more from Makhanda. Sipha, we do know that this festival usually draws large crowds annually. What's the latest happening there?
Well, absolutely, Nhlanhla, but I can tell you that, COVID really put its dent on the Arts Festival, as before we had a lot of number of people coming in, but now post-COVID, of course, during COVID as well, they had a visual festival, but now back again in Makhanda. And talking about those artists that you're talking about, it doesn't just attract tourists or attendees, but also artists are given a platform at the National Arts Festival. Now, where I am currently now, Nhlanhla, is the Albany Museum. Now, this museum was established in 1882. You can just imagine how far along that is. But also, Nhlanhla, this is not the only building. Makhanda is filled with these predated buildings from way back. You can see it is just a hub of culture here. And also where we are is an exhibition. We did promise to bring you some exhibitions, and that's where we are currently talking to those artists that have been given an opportunity and a platform by the National Arts Festival. I'm joined by two artists, Shalom Mushwana, who's a multidisciplinary artist, as well as Callan, Grecia, who is a painter. And now this is the first curated show that you guys have had. And I think before we get into that, let's just talk about the Arts Fest for artists such as yourself in general.
Yeah, the Arts Fest has been such an important part of my life as a resident of Makhanda. I've been coming to them for the past 20 years, and I think it's pretty much informed my career and my pursuit of the arts. And yeah, the National Arts Fest has always just been this time of year, especially in the Eastern Cape and Grahamstown, that just feels really special, brings a very particular energy to the town, almost brings the cities, to the town in a very special and beautiful and, yeah, important way.
Absolutely. Now, Callan, if we can just get you in as well, just talking about your first curated show here today, Talking Loud. What is Talking Loud about?
So basically, we took the opportunity as artists, given the chance to curate our own exhibition, to essentially give younger, emerging, or sort of early mid-career sort of artists the opportunity to show in a place that maybe hasn't got its finger on the sort of like pulse just yet, the sort of contemporary pulse, but maybe because that's been taken up by the big art fairs in Cape Town and Joburg. So I think this is sort of the festival going, we want to show the country that this is where the Arts Hub was and where it still is. And that's what Talking Loud is. I think it's a lot of these artists' first time showing in Makhanda. Maybe something that they never thought that they would do. But it's, yeah, we've selected a bunch of artists that are well represented in South Africa, some that aren't so well represented, and we've given them a space to shine and show their work to an audience that may not have seen their, or may not be familiar with their work.
Mm-hmm. Now, of course, talking about, Nhlanhla, when we talk about opportunities, we also talk about resources that assist those artists to become what people like Shalom and Callan are right now. Now, Shalom is someone who's from Makhanda, from the Eastern Cape, limited resources, right? But here comes the National Arts Fest giving you the platform, because I believe it's not your first time showing here, but of course, curated show. Now, let's talk about the lack of resources as an artist.
Being an artist in South Africa is a difficult endeavor. It's not easy. Not everybody really makes the cut. I think making a career out of it is a really difficult choice, actually. But I guess with a bit of passion and, just meeting the right types of people, making the right types of connections, and I think that's where a space like the National Arts Festival becomes really important. You start to figure out a way to exist and find those funding avenues and ways to become an artist. I think, Callan, yeah?
Yeah. I think for me, studying in Makhanda, not growing up here like Shalom, and then leaving to become an artist, I think I learned everything I needed to learn to become an artist, being in the space, staying eventually for the festivals, meeting people from other cities in this space that I would have never met in Durban, or, I think it was a tool building exercise being here, and I've taken those with me out into the world, and made the best with that I can. And that's, thanks to being in the space and visiting and seeing this festival.
All right, thank you so much, guys. That's Shalom and Callan talking to us there. This is the curated work, of course, from other artists, as you heard from Callan as well, telling us that looking at some artists who maybe some are well represented, others not so well represented in the arts industry. But not only that, of course, it wouldn't be a festival without the attendees in Nhlanhla. Now, next time we speak to you, we're going to be in the lively streets of the CBD of Makhanda, where we show you some of those vendors that have been given an opportunity to showcase some of their pieces, as well as just, collect some money for their small businesses as well. For now, it's back to you in studio in Nhlanhla.